Hello, this is Nina. Welcome to another pick a card reading. Today the reading is going to be about your guides, your team. So we're going to dig deep into who they are and what your team consists of and what they would like to tell you. You know, if they have some advice that they would like to give you on your way moving forward. But before we go into the reading itself, I would like to just remind you that these are general readings, so you must take what resonates and leave the rest. And they're also timeless, so that whenever you find them, it was meant for you. So I always list the cards I use below, in case any of you are interested in the cards. And I also put down timestamps, so it will be quick and easy for you to find your reading. So what you need to do is you need to sink into your intuition or ask your guides and angels to help you so that you can choose either pile number 1, 2, or 3. Okay, I will show you the object a little bit closer. These are objects that I normally hang on my purses. So it's kind of a decoration. So this is a green and red and yellow, kind of a hippie style. Of course, I have to have a little hippie style with my Happy Hippie Intuitive channel. Now this is more of a pinkish style, pink heart, and the pink and blue kind of coloring. And this last one here is a copper and silver, and it says Circle of Love on it, if you see that right here. Okay, so I don't know if you get drawn to the objects or the pile or the number, but if you don't feel drawn to any of them, then ask your angels and guides to help you so that you pick the pile that was meant for you. Okay, if you need more time, pause the video please, and I will be back in a moment with pile number 1. Okay. So we will just move these other ones over here so that we can start with pile number 1. Okay, there you go. Okay, pile number 1. So if you chose this, then this is the reading for you. So the coloring of this is very joyful for me. It's very celebrating. It's very playful. I get a good vibe when I look at these colors and this piece of decoration right here. So maybe that's what you feel right now, or maybe that's what you want to feel right now. We will get into that in the reading. Okay, I'll put it over here so that it will be part of your reading. There, and then we'll get into the cards. Now first, the cards will show you who is most likely part of your team, or who you might be able to call upon into your team of guides if you want to, okay, in the future. So the first card is Saint Josephine Bakhita, and it says release. And then you have Kingfisher, be patient and focused, Archangel Bokpi. Sorry if I don't pronounce that correctly. And then you have Odin. Wow, psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. Okay, these are very different kind of energies, I feel. Now, Saint Josephine, I don't know her personally, but of course, as you can see here on the picture, she looks like she was a nun of some sorts. So let me just have a look to see if I can find out a little bit more about her. Now, Archangel Bokpi is also someone I have not been a part of earlier, but Odin, of course, I know a little bit because, of course, I am Norwegian, so we have a little bit of knowledge about our old gods, old Norse mythology and gods, if you will. So, but what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to look into this book of the saints and mystics for you guys. And then we're going to look at Saint Josephine. I'm sorry that I hadn't this prepared before. I wasn't sure if I should, but let's do that anyways. Okay, so this is the book. That's what it looks like. Let's see. It's a patron saint of Sudan. Ah, okay. So feast day is February 8th. It says release. And the spiritual message here is Saint Josephine governs the activations of the crown and heart chakras. However, when dire circumstances arise, she assists in strengthening the cord from the earth star chakra into the depths of Mother Earth to anchor and remain grounded. Saint Josephine Bakita releases toxic ties that bind and help us see ways out of our spiritual and emotional bondage. Ah, that's interesting. Okay, I'm glad that I did that I looked further into that. Now, this book I have already prepared, so let's look at the Kingfisher here. It says, be patient and focused. Archangel Bok P. It says about the Kingfishers, these beautiful birds are third dimensional and come from Sirius. They live in and by water, which keeps their energy pure. Water contains the love energy of the universe, and kingfishers carry this agape, pure unconditional love. Agape, I'm sorry, in their aura and spread it wherever they fly. Okay, the guidance in this card is reminding you it is time to be clear about your heart's desire. Okay, interesting. So, and of course, Odin is the highest king, if you will, or the highest patriarch in the Norse mythology system. Okay, Odin is the kind of the big god in the Norse system, but Odin for me represents strength and he represents wisdom. So Odin and his kind of energy field is something you can draw upon within your guides, is what I feel here. And Archangel Bokpi, of course, that is kind of the energy within the Kingfisher, and Saint Josephine of Bakita. So when I look at these cards just in general for your guiding team, I have a feeling that she also represents the angelic. So I have a feeling that you are also surrounded by angels and that you have connection with angels, and probably some angels within your guidance, or at least some angels that you can call upon that would be helping you moving forward. Now, I also had a feeling once I touched this card that they are giving you messages through birds, okay? Because as soon as I touched the card, I heard the chatter of birds, and so I have a feeling that if you see birds kind of coming close or sitting just outside your window all of a sudden, you know, that they use birds to communicate with you, okay? And it's also a bird in this one here, and as you see, there's also birds in this card. So there's birds all over here. Do you see that? So most definitely will they communicate with you through the birds, and through angels will also try and communicate with you, is what I feel. Now, also when Odin comes up, you might have an interest in the Norse mythology, and if you don't, then maybe you should start looking into it, because there is a lot of guidance within the Norse mythology as well, the way they kind of view the world, you know. And also you see all the runes that is surrounding Odin here. It might be that you can benefit from getting into runes, learning a little bit more about it, maybe use it for your own benefit, you know, draw a rune every day and read about it. That can also be something that they are encouraging you to do here, okay? But let's go further into the reading. Now, these two cards here are from the major arcana only. So they will tell you where you are right now on your journey, okay? So let's open those. Okay, the Devil, don't be afraid. And Temperance. Okay, so what I feel about this, the Devil is the mental aspect. The Devil is, you know, the devil on the shoulder telling you that you can't do this, or you're going the wrong way, or you're not strong enough, or this isn't going to work, you know. And Temperance is the card of balance, the card of, you know, balancing, where you use your energy, balancing water, earth, sun, moon, balancing feminine, masculine. So when I see these two cards together, I have a feeling that you are not in balance because your ego is getting in the way, okay? And I have also two additional tarot cards on this. Nine of Cups. A Knight of Cups. Okay, so this is the water element, and this is, of course, emotional. And you see this Knight of Cups coming in with all this love, all these hearts. And you see her sitting on the beach very content, happy with life. And Nine of Cups is the personal achievement, personal happiness card. So from what I feel here is that they're encouraging you to go into your emotional. What is it in your emotional that can benefit you, and get out of your headspace here? Why are you in your headspace when you can be in your heart space, kind of? Is that why you are not receiving the guidance from your team? Because you are too much in your head, maybe? You're not balanced? Okay, so that's what I feel with that. Now I have additional cards which have more of a guidance from them, or what they would like you to do to move forward, or to be able to hear them, or to be able to communicate. Okay, so the first card I get is wisdom in play. Our intuition knows more than we do. Exactly. That's what they're saying, that you're too much in your headspace, so you're actually not hearing them here. You have to get into the heart, is what they're saying here. And also, treat yourself to something beautiful today. Yeah. So it's about indulging yourself. It's about looking at the beautiful things in life. It's about surrounding you with the beautiful things in life, right? And let that guide you. You know, joyful things. What is it that brings you joy? What is it that you, in your heart, which they are encouraging you to look at, will bring you joy moving forward? Because when we're in that playfulness, when we're in the space where we are happy, where we are grateful for what we have, then that's when we are able to be in the soul space, within the eternal self, and also communicating with our guides. So the next one is, today holds unlimited possibilities to see the beauty in life. Exactly. Again, with the beauty, see the beauty. Exactly. So it is about getting out of your mental headspace here and get into the heart. Most definitely. You have been somehow blocking yourself from receiving their guidance here, is what I feel. Now, the last card is cleansing, detoxification. Now, the trigger statement will be, I will never change. But the true statement is, in each moment, I am a new me. And on the bottom it says, you are supported as you release habits and limiting patterns that are not serving your highest good. Exactly. I think this is very clear to me. That, you know, if you really want to have their help, if you really want to communicate with them, you need to get out of your head and into your heart, into your soul. And to get there, look at the beauty in life, look at the playfulness, look at the colors, you know, play with children, be out in nature. You know, if you're out swimming, then jump into the water and play, and, you know, play football, play cards, play games, you know, do the playful things. Also, creativity can help you be in the creative flow. Because when you're in the creative flow, you're also in contact with your soul, and so then you will hear them clearly. And they are telling you here that they will communicate with you through birds and through angels. Most definitely, you might want to look into runes, is what they're saying. And it says, wisdom in play, our intuition knows more than we do. So they are saying here also with that you actually have a lot more wisdom than you know. And I see also here the balancing act that she has, and that's actually almost the same picture which is in the Temperance card right here in the normal tarot cards. And it's about the balance. So it's something about your balance is off, is what I feel here, okay? Let me see if there's any additional information here. I want to pull a couple of smaller cards as well, in the Secret Garden cards. Let's see what they have to tell us, okay? I didn't plan to do this, but every now and then I just... Oh, okay, that jumped, so I'll just have to take that. Now, every now and then I just feel guided to do something, just out of the blue. Okay, there's 3 cards that jumped here. I'll just take those. Present. Journey into the garden to escape the 2 eternities, the past and the future. Yes, of course, if you're too much in your head, worrying about the past, worrying about where the future is going to bring you, you're not being present here in the playfulness that will get you in contact with your guides, right? Weed. Don't tolerate less than you deserve. most definitely. But that again has to do with the heart space, because then if you are going to know what you deserve and what you want, you have to get into your heart space. That's the only way to find that out. Relax. Delight in powdered gold sunshine. Ooh. Okay, so yeah, maybe also okay. So what they're also saying is that you might actually be worrying or being too much in your headspace because of work situations, so that you're actually too much, you're giving too much energy out, you're too much in your headspace, maybe because of work, and so you don't have the luxury to relax, to play, to surround yourself with all of this. Is kind of, that might be significant for some of you. But there, with these heart messages here and these playful messages, I have a strong feeling that they really, really need you to get into the playfulness and the joyfulness of life right now. I have a strong feeling that that's a big message for you. And of course, cleansing, detoxification, finding that balance, okay? Yeah. So yeah, I think that's pretty much what I have for you, number one. Very interesting. I have never seen this combination before, and I don't know these two. So that was very interesting for me as well. I always learn something when I do the readings for you guys. So I hope that gave you something today, and I hope that you will take the time to get into your heart space so that you can connect with the angels and with the birds and Odin and your team and your guides. They're always here and they always want to help you move forward. So use them, you know. It's time to start using their knowledge and their love for you moving forward, okay? Well, number one, I wish you the very best. Until the next time I see you. Bye. Okay, so that was that. And then we are going to move over to number two, which was this one right here. Wait, I need to bring all the cards with me. There you go. Okay. Okay, number two. So if you chose this pink jewelry, then this is the reading for you. I'll put it over here so it will be part of your reading. Okay, so we're going to look at your cards now, and the first cards you're going to get is some guides that might be with you or that you might call upon to help you move forward in life. Okay, so let's look at those. Saint Paul, Sacred Vision. Oh, beautiful. The Rat, which is Archangel Gabriel, and Zadkiel. Be true to yourself and the universe will reward you. Okay. Faith, humanity and benevolence. Stay calm. Trust the good in yourself and others. See the light in the world. Okay. So right off the bat, I have a feeling that you are very connected with the angels here. I have this, you know, there's a glow around his head, there's a glow around here, there's a glow around her. So I have, it's kind of the halo of the angels. So I have a strong feeling about angels for you, okay? So St. Paul, I don't know too much about him. I know that there is a big church in England dedicated to his name, but let's read in the book a little bit. I have the book with me today so that we can get a little bit more into it. Now, it says here that he's the patron saint of writers and spiritual searchers. Wow. The feast day of him is January the 25th. And the spiritual message that he has for us is: St. Paul initiates spiritual awakenings and psychic experiences. He sends messages through vivid dreams, synchronistic conversations, psychic visions, and spontaneous spiritual claircognizance. He urges the importance of incorporating the spiritual into daily life through meditation, shamanic healing, and prayer. Wow, okay, that was cool. I didn't know that about St. Paul. That's really cool. Now, let's read up on the rat and this other book here. Just a minute, I have to find the right... there it is. Okay, So of course it says be true to yourself and the universe will award you. And it's Archangel Gabriel and Zadkiel. Now Gabriel is of course the angel that came with information. So it is the angel of information. Now and Zadkiel, I don't know that much, but I do believe he is part of the healing team, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so the guidance for you says here, the red card reminds you that when you are acting with the best and noblest intentions, you may still be misunderstood. In extreme cases, you may even be persecuted. There will always be those who want to put out the light of others. Your guidance is to let no one diminish you. Instead, remain true to your pure purpose and hold your vision like a bright flame. Okay, interesting. Okay, so I'm also drawn to the stars here in these cards because I have a feeling that these are also stars and these are also stars. And the reason why I'm drawn to them is that I have a feeling that you might also be connected with star people, okay? They wouldn't have guided me to look at the stars if there wasn't some significance in that. So I'm thinking angels and I'm thinking star people. So you kind of have to feel into what grouping that might be for you. Now, when Gabriel comes up, it's about communication as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're a person who works within communication and or work in a kind of job where you communicate a lot with people. So that might be something that's significant for some of you. And then in that case, I would call upon Gabriel to help you within different situations where it's important for you to communicate. It can be written communication. It can be, speaking in front of people. It can be videos like I'm doing. It can be many things, okay? Now, St. Paul is saying sacred visions as well. So I also have a feeling that you guys in this group already have vision. And as they were saying, clear cognizance, which is that you just know things, okay? That you just feel like you know things, all just kind of put in your mind, kind of, okay? So that's what I feel with that. Now, let's see. I think we should move further. Now, these two next cards, they are about where you are at right now. These two next cards, which are looking like this on the back side, they are only from the major arcana. So they're kind of telling where you are at in life right now. So, okay. The Empress. Beautiful. Okay. And Strength. Ooh, okay. Now, the Empress is, of course, someone who is pregnant or someone who is growing, someone who is a motherly figure, someone who is about to step in or about to give birth to something new, okay? Now the Strength card kind of speaks for itself, of course, but it is about having the energy within your body, the eternal energy also. It's not just about having strength within you, within your human self, but also being filled up with energy. I also have a feeling with these cards together that you are a very nurturing person, that you're a very loving person, and actually that there is some sort of innocence within you is what I feel. Very pure light. Yeah, very delicate, very pure, very new kind of light in that sense. Not that you're not an old soul, as they call it, even though we're all old souls, but that there's just some purity within you, I feel, okay? That's just the feeling I get. Now, there's two more tarot cards that I want to give you. Temperance, about the balance. There's another major arcana. And King of Pentacles. Okay, yeah. So this tells me that you are actually in balance. You are actually in a place where you have kind of come to a place where you know about your human part and you know about your eternal part, and you are, if you're not working or using your guides already, that you already at least know that they're there and you want to communicate with them. And they are communicating with you, most definitely, whether you know it or not, is what I feel. And the King of Pentacles, he's someone who is grounded. He is someone who is safe. He's someone who is harmonious. So all of these cards together make me feel like you are in a very good space right now, and that you are in connection with your guides, most definitely, I feel. Okay, let's see the other cards here. Let's see. Transitions. You have all of the inner resources you need to cross whatever bridges arise on your path. Yes, and this is a picture of an old soul. Do you see that? And I see the stars here. I have a feeling that you're connected with the star people. And when I see this, I also have a feeling that one of your guides might also be an indigenous person. And that you are in contact with Gaia, you're in contact with the shamanism. Yeah, I have a strong feeling of wisdom with you, purity, pure soul, huge light is what I feel. Okay, so what else do we have? We have ask for help. It doesn't make you weak. I don't think I think some of you I feel are encouraged to ask for help, but I also feel that some of you have already asked for help and have worked through a lot of stuff, okay? And this card, your reality is a reflection of your inner world. Yeah, and this is the balance thing again, and I do have a feeling that you kind of have that down. Of course, there might be situations where you kind of falter a little bit or where you feel insecure. Of course, we will all have those feelings moving forward. But I do have a feeling that you know all this, at least you know what to do. It's not like you are, totally blank on where to move forward, So it is just about kind of doing it, kind of stepping into it, with the Empress emerging. So it is about just emerging into it. Now, the last card you got is sovereignty. Yeah. So the trigger statement you might feel is, what will they think? Other people. True statement is, I navigate through life with ease. Now they're saying lemon eucalyptus might be a herb that you want to look into. And the bottom message here is, now you must claim your energetic independence. Cut the cords to lower vibrations. It is time to ascend. Yeah, because I do have a feeling that you are a person, as I said, who has the wisdom. You are in balance. Now it's a matter of just kind of stepping totally into that new, totally out. You have been in the Empress mode, in the growing, in the transitioning butterfly for so long, and now you emerge into the new. I have a feeling about that, and I have a feeling about this spring equinox that it might be something there within the timing that is right for you this coming spring. I have a feeling a lot is going to happen for you. Okay, now when it comes to the guides and your communication, as I said, angels most definitely, star people most definitely, indigenous people, yes. And I also get Mary Magdalene, actually. Mary Magdalene. And maybe also Mother Mary. I get Mary, and I see this, and I'm drawn to this picture here. So you might also look into maybe Jeshua, or some people call him Jesus, the Christ consciousness. Most definitely Christ consciousness. So that's what I feel here with you guys. I have a feeling you've come very far in your spiritual journey, is what I feel. And as I said earlier, you are a pure light. So I do have a feeling that you are definitely in contact with your guides, but of course, always be open for new ways of communicating. And maybe they have some additional messages that you need to hear. So be open for birds, coins, feathers, repeating numbers, all of that stuff. I'm going to draw a couple of these cards too that popped out, because they are really wanting to strengthen that communication between you guys. Okay, so just be open for more information coming to you, is what I feel. The bond can only get even stronger. So they really want to be part of your life, and they say also that you have done a great job so far. So kudos to you for that. That's great. Okay, so I want to pull a couple of these cards as well. One popped out, but I'm going to look at these first. Release. Lighten your load. Okay, so if there is something still that you feel like you need releasing, then that might be connected with this card here. Ask for help. It doesn't make you weak. Of course, there will always be situations during our life when we meet things that we need to look at. We need to dive into and feel through and release. That will be for everyone. So it's not like from here on out to the rest of your life, it's not going to be any bumps in the road. Of course there will be. So look into it. See if there's something that you can release right now, okay? Potential. The littlest key can open the heaviest door. Yes, and this I have a feeling that some of you, because I have this feeling of the very young and very pure light, that some of you watching this might be on the younger side. And so what they're telling you here is that you, even though you are younger, you don't have to be old to be wise. You don't have to have experienced this life a lot before you can communicate and before you can be guidance for other people. You can be young, you can be a child even. It doesn't really matter. As long as you are connected and you know about your innate wisdom, then you can be any age, okay? So the last card I'm going to draw for you is this one. Wildflower. Live an uncontrolled life, free to grow anywhere and bound by nothing. Oh, wow, that's a beautiful message. Okay, so yeah, as I said, I have a feeling that you are such a pure and huge light. And if you can do that, if you can live uncontrolled, free, and bound by nothing, oh, you can make wonders in this lifetime. I promise you that. Beautiful. Okay, now I have a feeling that's all I have for you, number 2. This was, this is a really beautiful reading, I must say. And it's so fun to see the difference in the readings as well. Even with the same topic and the same kind of cards, the readings all get so different. That's so fun, Anyways, thank you so much for watching, number 2. I wish you the very best. Until the next time I see you. Bye. Okay, so we're moving over to number 3 now. So I'm going to remove the stuff from the first 2 readings. And we're going to jump into number 3. If I can get all the cards with me here. Ooh. There you go. Okay. Okay, number 3. So if you picked this piece of jewelry, then this is the reading for you. I'll put it over here as I normally do to be part of our reading. So today I'm going to begin with some cards that will show you who you might have in your team following you through this journey, or who you might be able to call upon to help you throughout this human journey. And then we will get more into where you are at this moment, and then some advice from your guides or your team, okay? So we start with this one, St. Jude. Wow, saving grace. And then Kangaroo, be at force for good. So Archangels Rochiel, Gersisa, and Sandalphon. So Archangels are on your side apparently here. And Master Buddha, increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. Okay, interesting. Okay, so I'm going to pick up the book for these 2 first cards here. St. Jude. Heard about him, but I don't know so much about him, so let's read a little bit. He's the patron saint of the hopeless and despaired. Wow. His feast day is October 28th. He was one of the 12 apostles of Jesus of Nazareth. St. Jude of Thaddeus is depicted in the Gospel of John, where during the Last Supper he asked Jesus, Lord, how is it thou wilt manifest thyself unto us and not unto the world? And Jesus answered, if a man loves me, he will keep my words, and Father will love him, and we will come unto him and make our abode with him. St. Jude remained constant in his spirituality, never one to cast light unto himself. His life came to an end when he was martyred with Saint Simon in Persia. Legends tell that Saint Bridges of Sweden and Saint Bernard had visions which persuaded them to venerate St. Jude as the patron saint of the impossible. Okay, so the spiritual meaning of this says here, St. Jude makes himself available for healing on the psychic and spiritual levels as he operates on clearing the third eye, heart, and solar plexus chakras, activating balance and internal equilibrium. He lights up darkened paths and clears the way for us to find and accept help, teaching us that Positive energies can only emerge when there is clear space for them to flow. Okay. Wow. Okay. I did not know that about St. Jude. That's so fun. Okay, let's see the kangaroo card here, what they have to say about that. It is act as a peaceful warrior, it says here on the kangaroo. Archangels Rokiel, Gursisa, and Sandalphon. Okay, interesting. So, these angels work within the center of earth, is what it says here. And it says that the kangaroos are peaceful warriors. Now the guidance is, this is the card of wise, balanced, compassionate leadership. Be a peaceful warrior, an upholder of justice and equality. Particularly help those who are vulnerable. Treat our beautiful planet with respect and love. Then nature will support you. Okay. Now, okay, so what I feel here with these cards together, I feel it's a lot about healing. I feel it's a lot about nature. I feel it is very sacred for you. I feel nature is sacred for you. I feel there is something about the courage here that I picked up on. Okay, something. We will of course get more into it with the other cards, but there's something about your courage, something about standing your ground, something about protecting the innocent people, protecting the innocent animals, innocent the planet, you know. So that's what I feel with these. And of course, Master Buddha, we all know. You might be interested in Buddhism. You might be interested in the philosophy, or you might be doing yoga, you know, kind of, or maybe they are inviting you to open up for that aspect. Okay, so we're going to go further into the reading now, and we're going to start with 2 cards from the Major Arcana. This deck is only Major Arcana cards, and it will say where you are at right now on your journey. Okay, the Magician. Ooh. And Justice. Justice. Yes. Justice, of course. Yeah, because I have a feeling, as I said, that you are a protector, that you are someone who stands up for the weak, like I said, that you want to protect nature. You are a nature lover. I have a feeling that you are kind of into herbs, or you know, growing maybe stuff yourself out in your yard if you have one, or out on your terrace. That you are wanting to eat clean foods, that you are, you know, yogic path. And yeah, I have a feeling about that you are very into the justice, you know, protecting the innocent, as I said. And the Magician tells me that you have all what you need within you, but are you using it? That's another question. Okay, so I have another couple of tarot cards here. It's the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. Okay, so that tells me that you are either have been or are right now a lot in your mental space. It can be that you have trauma that you need to look at, or it can be that you have some anxiety, but it can also be that you have felt lost a little bit, and that you have, or felt trapped, that you're not moving forward, or you're not seeing things clearly, or yeah, you're feeling like things have been stuck for a while. Okay, but what they're saying here is that you have the tools within. So we'll have to go a little bit further here to see what they say, but let's look at the next card here. Okay, Voice. You are here to be known, so speak and be seen. Okay. So they're encouraging you to speak up, is what I feel here. Voice your opinion. That might be, you know, regarding this. Maybe you have been taught during your life that you are not to speak up. You haven't been heard. You haven't been seen. That you're feeling trapped in that way. That you are afraid to speak your truth, is what I feel here. So they're encouraging you to stand up for yourself and to take that step into the justice. You know, you are supposed to be heard just as much as everybody else. You're supposed to be able to tell your truth just as much as everybody else. And that's important to you. As I said, you are someone who protects the weak. And so, you know, but you have to protect the weak you as well. The little child inside of you needs that protection just as much as nature and animals and everybody else. So now is the time for you to stand up for you, is what I feel. And they have some more encouragement for you here. Write down your goals. Dream big. Yeah. And journaling might also be a way for you to connect with the inner child and feel that through and release if there's something that needs releasing right now. And of course, have a vision of where you want to go. And talk to your guides, tell them that, this is what I want. What can you do to help me move forward here? Communicate with them, because they are dying to help you. Of course, they always are. So, sit down and feel into your heart space. What is it that I really want? Dream big, write it down, and talk to your guides about it, okay? Create your own happiness. Exactly. So it is about you needing to know what you really want, where you want to move forward from, and they will guide you on your way here, is what I feel. And the last card you got is restore. So the trigger statement can be, I am broken. Yeah, exactly. That's what I see with these two cards here. And the true statement is, I am illuminated. So the message on the bottom of this card is, as you release your attachment to the high and low, you find peace and balance. Honor the cycles of your body and energy now. Yeah. So it is about, giving light and energy into the inner child and release what needs to be released. These two here. And also give energy in for yourself to use, because I have a feeling that some of you might be empty of energy as well. So remember to fill in, not give out. Okay, so you stand your ground. It can also be about, setting the boundaries, not giving to everybody else. Maybe you have been exploited in the past, and feel like you can't speak up, or you haven't spoken up about it. You haven't said no before. But that's what they're encouraging you to do. Set your boundaries, say no, take care of you now. Go inwards, okay, and fill up, restore, right? Restore, write down, dream big, create your own happiness. And if you are not already into yoga, I would really, really recommend it, is what they're telling me here. Get into the philosophy of the yogic culture, learn more about it. Maybe yogic teas, can help you rinse and release. And also, I have a feeling that you are very connected to nature. So make sure that you get enough time in nature. Make sure that you are connected to the things that you feel give you energy now. I feel like that's very important right now. And voice your opinion. You need to be heard just as much as everybody else. And they are saying that you are the magician, so you have all the tools that you need within the spiritual field here, within the connection from the guides that want to help you here. So, when you are in that soul space, when you are in that flow, you have all the things you need here. But of course, the human part of you, the ego part of you, might need some help, okay? When I see these two cards here. So that's that. Okay, I'm going to pull some Secret Garden cards as well, just at the end here. Some additional messages for you. So you might want to read up on, St. Jude, I don't know too much about Christianity and the saints and everything, but I believe you don't have to be a Christian to be able to appreciate the saints, So I would encourage you to read up a little bit maybe about St. Jude and see, there's some cards that pop out, and see if there's something that he might be able to help you with. Maybe you can call him in as one of your guides, And also these other angels, archangels, Rochiel, Gersisa, and Sandalphon. See what they can help you with. And also, of course, Master Buddha, if you want to. Because I have a feeling that they are really dying to help you here. So it is about connecting to them, okay? Let's see. I want to pull one card here first. Generosity. Sow seeds of kindness. But I have a feeling that that's mostly towards yourself, towards your inner child, okay? Because I have a feeling, since you are in that space with all these anxiety or sorrow or mental aspect, that the inner child is going to need a lot of healing and a lot of love right now. Radiance. Keep your head held high and follow the sun. Yes, exactly. Get into the oh, I'm sorry, I'm losing my words. Make sure that you fill up with the energy is what I'm saying. You know, that the sun, the energy, the love, the Christ consciousness, you know, that the eternal part of you in, so that you can radiate out from within you. But you have to fill up first to you, right? Grow. All flowers must grow through dirt. Yeah, exactly. And that's what you're doing right now, because you're in a situation, I feel, maybe that, or have been recently, where that has been kind of rough on you, and it takes time to go through and to release and to move forward. You know, it isn't done in a day. So, you know, I have a feeling that they are really trying to reach you here, and you need to get into your heart space to be able to listen, right? So that's what they're encouraging you to do. And remember to write down your goals, dream big. You are the creator of your own happiness. You are the magician of your own life. Release the attachment to things that no longer serve you. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you, number 3. Okay. Yeah, I hope that you will find your way moving forward, and that you will receive the help from your guides here. And remember that there can also be, of course, a lot other guides that you have in your team. But right now, these were the ones that wanted to come forward and wanted to give a message to you, okay? So, number 3, that was all I had for you guys. I wish you the very best. Until the next time I see ya. Bye.